Oh my god. No. No. Please, no. Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day today and I hope you're ready for this. We're back reading Am I Overreacting today and it's going to be so fun. Hopefully anyway. Like and subscribe if you want to, everybody, and let's get into this. Am I overreacting? My husband poops his pants and says it's not a big deal. Are you joking? That's how we're starting the episode? I'm 30 female, he's 32 male. I honestly didn't know what to title this post, so I went straight for it. Yeah, you did a good job, OP. Husband got promoted at work, but it's not a paid promotion, it's mainly pro bono. But he says it could lead to a higher pay position. Anyway, he's tired all the time lately with his extra duties at work, so he's been less consistent with his hygiene. He's stopped showering as often. His diet's awful, so I think that's contributing to this issue as well. He won't touch a vegetable. He eats a lot of gas station food and a lot of fast food. It used to be that he'd have really bad gas, like curl your hair bad and open every window in the house and wait for it to dissipate bad. He has started taking pills for it and that helped. But lately when I do the laundry, I've been noticing huge stains in his underwear. It's so disgusting. It smells awful. We just started the episode. I'm not ready for this. Sometimes I can smell it when he walks around the house or sits on something. So I stopped doing his laundry. I told him that was unacceptable and failed to walk around with so much poop on your underwear. I didn't feel comfortable sharing a bed, so he's been sleeping on the couch for 2 months. He kept on doing this. He doesn't care about showering. He doesn't seem to care about his smell. He tries to guilt me about not sleeping in the bed, but I told him it's his own fault. If he would just shower when he gets home. I tried to explain how unsanitary it is. I told him that I feel lonely from the lack of intimacy and not being able to share a bed or space with him. Yeah, what a crappy situation. I offered to go to the doctor with him. I asked him if he was feeling depressed. I even asked him if he'd try therapy or counseling. I tried to get him to use a bidet. Asked him if I could help with his paperwork at home so he would feel less burdened at work. Everything I could think of. And he just brushed me off. He's insisting that I'm overreacting and that it's normal for grown men to have skid marks. Oh god. Oh buddy, you've got to be joking. That is so disgusting. Like what, you're a man but you can't wipe your own butt? It's definitely not manly to have doo-doo all over your butt, dude. He blames me for shutting him out, but I physically feel sick when I catch a whiff of him sometimes. Oh yeah, I can only imagine. The nail in the coffin was that he told me, I do not want to read this. Sometimes when I fart, I press my underwear against my butt cheek and I see if it feels wet. Yeah, okay, I don't know what to say to that. I need to give Jin a pat to feel better. How are these people real? I told him that was it, I'm done. The line's been drawn and crossed. I told him I don't see how we can be intimate again because I'm so disgusted by all of this. I mean seriously, this is so childish, I can't even believe it's happening to me. I'm too embarrassed to tell a soul outside of my home about this. So that's why I'm venting about it here on Reddit. I feel like this is not real life right now, but I'm so lost over this. I truly care for him and I don't want to leave him. He's my husband. We've built a life together and I can tell that he's struggling with something. Yeah, wiping by the sounds of it, but if he makes absolutely no effort to fix the issue and it's affecting both of us, it's not really fair to me. Yeah, that's right, OP, and you've been super reasonable here. How long am I supposed to sit by while this continues? I don't even want to go home half the time because of the smell as soon as I walk in the door. Oh, just imagining that is so bad. The worst part is him gaslighting me about it, saying that I'm imagining things, that it doesn't smell as bad as I think. Yeah, because he's probably used to it, that I'm making it out to be a big deal when it's not. Like, what are his co-workers doing? Just smelling it all day? Normally he's very receptive to my feelings, but lately he's acting so defensive. We've been married for 8 years. It's crazy to me how suddenly things can change, and it seems like he stopped trying altogether. I've heard that depression can do this to people, but he doesn't seem to be in bad spirits at all, just a bit more fatigued than usual. Wow, what a roller coaster ride for the first post of the episode. I'm pretty sure there is an update to this one too, but no, you're definitely not overreacting, OP. The top comment says you're not overreacting. This isn't about a few skid marks or some laziness. It's an ongoing issue that's impacting your physical health, mental well-being, your home environment, and your marriage. Hygiene's a basic level of self-care and partnership. Refusing to address it when a loved one is upset and affected isn't normal behavior. It's neglectful, dismissive, and honestly, disrespectful. And no, it's not normal for grown men to walk around with soiled underwear that makes the house smell. That's not just unclean. It's potentially a sign of a medical or mental health issue, whether that's depression, burnout, or something else entirely. The gaslighting telling you that you're the one imagining things or making a big deal out of it is especially concerning. That's emotional manipulation, and it chips away at your sense of reality and your self-worth. You're allowed to say this is not okay. Update, thank you for everybody who replied with advice and kind kind words. I reached out to his father. That's about the only family that he has. I told him that I was really worried about his son. I asked him if he could please call him and check in on him. I told him that he may need to go to a doctor, but he's resisting. His dad asked me for details, and so I told him what was going on. He was baffled. He said that I was making a huge deal about nothing, and that he couldn't believe that I was making him sleep on the couch over that. He was very harsh, and I ended up getting off the phone feeling terrible. He was absolutely no help. So what, his dad's got a poopy butt too, does he? You are not making a huge deal about nothing. Of course not. I'm getting myself into therapy to work through this with whatever happens moving forward. I've done a lot of thinking on this for the past few days, especially reading through everybody's comments. I honestly don't know what's going to happen from this point, but I do know that things can't and won't continue this way. Oh my god, that's a terrible update. His dad saying that you're making a big deal about nothing? This comment says, I read your entire post and my takeaway is that your husband has consciously made a decision to continue crapping his pants and to not shower and to sleep on the couch, over showering to sleep in the bed with you and get your intimacy back. You didn't even ask him to stop pooping his pants. All you were asking was for him to wash his butt. Why is he unwilling to do this? By his refusal, I'm guessing that he doesn't want to be in this relationship any longer and just doesn't have the balls to ask you for a divorce. So he's being crappy, literally, to force you to break up the marriage. Wouldn't you be happier alone in a clean home without some crappy smelling grown adult there? Yeah, is that what's going on? I can't believe this. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one in the comments, everybody. I don't know what to say. Hopefully the rest of the episode today is a little bit less terrifying. Am I overreacting for not wanting to buy my pregnant girlfriend a house just yet? I, 22 male, don't want to buy my 32 female girlfriend a house just yet. She has outstanding debt over being sued, which is why we're not qualified to get the house. She wants me to co-sign a loan to pay off her debt, and I know she won't pay the loan because she hasn't made any payments on the debt she's had for almost 5 years. To me, it feels like I'm getting played. I think she could possibly be cheating, and she is pregnant, and I'm not 100% that it's my child, which makes me want to get a house with her even less. For details about this, check my other recent post on this subreddit. Can't text, could you listen if I call? Do you have your AirPods? No, but I can listen. We're gonna have to settle for some crummy house because you're not wanting to risk this right now, when I feel like God's practically placing it in our laps to take it and trust him. If we want it enough and make some effort to secure this blessing, give me a minute because somebody's gonna walk by. I'm not settling with so-and-so. This is not gonna go the way that we wished it would have. You don't trust and you think that you're being practical, but you're not truly thinking as a provider. Literally, I'm so discouraged by your frame of mind right now. You talked yourself right out of God's blessing for a family, and I can't provide my children all of that without you. I'm so heartbroken that you can't just trust the process that's been set in front of us to follow. A door opened up and you're not enabling yourself to walk in it. If you were a man of faith, I know you'd be able to trust that it's all meant to work out in our favor. Yeah, this is becoming a little bit much. I don't want to struggle and rent and put either one of my kids through all of this strife, when the answer is right in front of us and you're so willing to miss the opportunity to do what a dad and husband does, and then settle for a crummy rent in town for 3 more years because everything's more expensive than if we would have settled in this home. I literally don't think I can be with you if you can't make this happen. I can't settle my children down or provide for a family as a mother or wife with somebody who has a selfish mentality. Wow, okay. I'm willing to give all my effort into this, but I don't get the same feeling from you. It's up to you to work hard to make your dreams a reality. If you're already telling me that you can't do that, I plan to get rid of my cats and move in with my parents. They already told me to come home. I'm giving up on this dream with you too then. If you want to make excuses, they'll need to be better than that because I know that this would be very possible. I just think you lack the courage to make a big decision, which is part of being a dad and a spouse. We're meant to struggle in life, but at least a roof would be provided over our children's heads and we'd actually be talking and working together through our struggles together. Choose your difficult. It's all gonna be hard, but I literally will resent you if you make the wrong choice for my baby. This is their upbringing and then their childhood. You're choosing them right now in this very moment. Yeah, I know you really want this house, but I think it really would be smarter for us to go about getting a house together. If we could split the rent somewhere, we could save more money to put down on a house, and you'd have time to pay off some of the judgment. I know it's not what you want, but I think it's wiser for our financial situation. I'll also have more time to get into a full-time position. Then we could afford a $300,000 or $400,000 house and have money saved up and your debt paid off. I'm only trying to be smart about the biggest financial decision of our life. I can't split rent. I will have had a child. The judgment could start being paid off right now. If I was approved for a loan, I don't want or need that expensive of a house. You're actually thinking very unwise. I don't want to speak with you anymore. I don't know what I thought of you. Oh, yeah, okay. I promise promise you I'm breaking up with you and we'll never be together if you don't make a way to get this house. I'll apply for the loan myself just to see if I can get my debt resolved, and I'll plan for having to create a stable life for my children on my own. You're the one thinking unrealistic and selfishly. It's too bad that you can't see this clearly or desire a healthy future together. You just said, I promise you I'm breaking up with you and we'll never be together if we don't make a way to get this house. And I don't know what I thought of you. Run in the opposite direction, OP. Not meaning to pressure you. Yeah, you are. But do you want to spend your life with me, and are you going to fight for it? Because I won't settle for dark and pessimistic. I'm asking you to secure a future with me and for so-and-so and so-and-so. The option that we have now is ultimately the best one for both of them. And if you can't see that or won't provide them with that, then I'm not going to begin to start a life with you. I'm not an idiot to life. I know full and well what either outcome will entail. I'll do it alone. Tax season would be right around the corner after so-and-so was born. I'd pay on the personal loan sum and have some additional money for my car payments. I want to get a house with you. I just think that it would be smarter to wait. I'm looking at different houses. I think you'll be way more overwhelmed if we were renting with bills high after the baby's born. I won't be able to take on the mortgage and all of our bills and plus a new payment on the loan on my own income. It's too unstable. If we have to foreclose a house, we'll be screwed for life and then have to rent something pretty much forever. We just need more time. I'm sorry, I know it upsets you and that you really want that house. If I call the clerk's office and figure out details of my judgment debt, I would appreciate your help by co-signing and getting approved of a personal loan. I'd like to get the judgment cleared as soon as possible. I'd like to have my personal loan paid off by tax time. They are so manipulative in the way that they talk and the guilt tripping. Oh my God. Yeah, like this comment says, she's trying to guilt trip you into buying a house for her, or she's gonna get rid of her cats and whatever. If she's willing to get rid of her cats, she's willing to get rid of you. Oh wait, she already said that. This woman's a disaster. You're too young to be tied into the likes of that for at least the next 18 years. I'm assuming that she is pregnant with your child, or at least telling you it's yours. I'm kind of confused because she keeps on saying that they are her children and only mention you being a dad when you agree to buy her that house. Run fast and far. Edit and definitely get the paternity test. Yeah, in the comment below that too, her language is extremely manipulative. Is it normal for her to threaten your relationship if she doesn't get her way? She also seems to be trying to gaslight you, maybe because of your age difference, which is a huge red flag. Also, judging from your previous post, it's possible that she wants the house now before any paternity test is even possible, because that definitely sounds like cheating behavior. Not overreacting, to me, it sounds like you might be being used. If I were you, I wouldn't make any big financial steps with this partner until after a paternity test, and likely not even then. If you've only been together for a few months and you've had good reason to doubt her fidelity, what does that make you think your life's going to look like a year down the line? If you're still with this person, can you see yourself together in 10 years? If not, you're wasting your time. A doing is good if both parties know what they're getting into, but this clearly isn't that. Yeah, because OP has another post that says, am I overreacting, or could my 32 female girlfriend be cheating on me 22 male? And it says I'm male 22 and my girlfriend is female 32. We've been going out for about 5 months. This is my first serious relationship and I'm incredibly inexperienced with women. The age gap is quite intimidating, as well as her having so much life experience and relationship experience that I don't have. To throw even more pressure onto the situation, we just found out that she's pregnant. Yeah, OP's a 22-year-old and the girlfriend is 32. Even though you're only 22, OP, you sound more mature than her, but she's definitely trying to take advantage of you, OP. Like, yeah, she's probably thinking you're 22, you're inexperienced, and trying to take advantage of you. Get out of there for sure. Yeah, like this comment says, oh my God, you're 22 and she's 32. She's pregnant with possibly not your child. She's got major financial problems and she wants you to finance them. Oh my God, run for the hills. Seriously, run for the hills. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Her texts are filled with ridiculous misconceptions, insane religious speak, manipulative deception. You're abso-freaking-lutely not overreacting. You're underreacting. Call a lawyer, get a paternity test, pack your stuff and move out. Or pack her stuff and change the locks. Yeah, it's a disaster waiting to happen. The next one says, am I overreacting for being upset that my fiance, 24 female, called our engagement not real? About a year ago, I proposed to my now fiance. We planned a 3-month road trip across the country, something that we'd been dreaming of doing for years. We got to experience so many different places together and it was amazing. Towards the end of the trip, I got us a cabin in the mountains for a week and then planned a beautiful hike for us to do. We both loved hiking, traveling and being adventurous, which is why I decided to do the proposal this way. I thought it would be more special and more sentimental. Anyway, at the end of the hike, I proposed to her and it was an amazing feeling to show my commitment and my love to my partner. Fast forward to a year after, we have endured some difficult times to say the least. Just today, we got got to talking and she started saying that she wants a real engagement and then started comparing our engagement to an engagement that her friend just had. I felt immensely hurt by this. Yeah, I feel hurt for you just reading this. By the sounds of it, it was such a beautiful and special moment. But no, it's not real. Come on. I felt immensely hurt by this because I'd invested so much into making that engagement special for us. And the fact that it seems invalid and lesser in her eyes sucks. I want to be celebrated. I want my partner to brag about our engagement and to view it as invaluable, unique and special for us. It hurt hearing those words come from her and I don't know what to think. I have a whirlwind of feelings right now and I can't navigate around it. Do you view this as hurtful? And what would you do in this situation? Oh yeah, that's so hurtful, OP. That sucks and you're definitely not overreacting. This comment says, agree with her. Ask her for the ring back so you can redo it like her friend's Beyonce. Then go find somebody who'll cherish the moment for what it was and not compare it to anybody else's. Not overreacting, that was foul. OP's got a comment that said she said that her friend's engagement, the guy had everything planned, they did a vacation for a week and he proposed on the beach. She said there was champagne. She said our engagement wasn't as romantic. Oh, this is so sad. I don't know, I thought our engagement was amazing for us. Based on our interest, I guess it wasn't romantic in a movie sense, like no candles or flowers and stuff. But I thought it was special for us. Up on a mountain, just the two of us, a week in a cabin to celebrate. I can't shame her for feeling that way, but it sucks. Oh yeah, OP, it sucks to even read about this. I can't even imagine how you feel. And the complete lack of gratitude on her part. Like by the sounds of it, it was a beautiful proposal. But no, it's not good enough because their friend had one on the beach with some champagne. Like why would you make that into a competition? And also yours sounds more romantic anyway. And she doesn't appreciate any of it. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, like by the sounds of it, it was such a beautiful proposal. And it was special to both of them. But no, because it wasn't like a movie proposal, then it's not good enough? Like how shallow can you be? It sounds like it was beautiful. Okay, everybody, the next one says, am I overreacting? Boyfriend always has a poopy booty. I am sorry for this episode. I'm literally not even kidding. I, 19 female, and my boyfriend, 19 male, have been together for the past 4 months, known each other for 6. Everything's been great, and the time that we spent together is amazing. But you're not here for that, and neither am I. One day we decided to go swimming. He brought over his swim trunks and we swam around. A great time. We get done and he drops his trunks in my room and we pass out as it was late. I wake up the next morning to my horror, finding the largest skid mark that I've ever seen in my entire 19 years of life. I skid you not. I want you to picture the length of a complete butt crack from top to bottom, and that's how large it was. I could not believe my eyes. I still can't, and it's been multiple weeks. Was that in my pool? Must have been. Anyway, all is well. I don't tell him because how do I even do that? He's left multiple pairs of underwear at my house, and the light ones always have some sort of doo-doo skid. I can only imagine the unseen horrors deep into the fabric of the dark ones. You thought that was bad? It gets worse. Please stop, OP. He likes to get his butt ate. Oh, I don't mind truly, like it's a turn on for me too, but one time I ventured down there and I found a friend. Oh my God. No. Please, no. You found a friend. Wow, yeah, you heard that right. I had to pretend I didn't say it and come back up instead because I can't put my face in that. Oh, am I overreacting? No. This isn't normal, right? No. I wear thongs and I've never had an issue with skid marks as it rubs against my literal butthole all day, let alone boxes that should be far from his. Oh God, if anybody's interested, I can elaborate on other interactions I've had with him, from wearing the same boxes for multiple days, including putting them back on after showering and just other odd things that you'd think somebody would stop doing in middle school. Yeah. Edit, we only do the horizontal mumbo now after showering together, and I'm not endorsing this behavior by making a joke out of it on Reddit. This comment says, you found caca on his butt crack? I would have set myself on fire. Is this the most disgusting post that we've ever read? I feel like it actually might be. This comment says, I ventured down there and I found a friend. This absolutely sent me. And OP said, laughing my ass off because man, it was staring back at me. What's with guys and having poopy butts? What are you doing? Yeah, time for something wholesome. This has been a ridiculous episode. My contribution to society is spreading joy. Ah, that's so beautiful. That is so cute and that's so awesome. I'm spreading joy. I try to do the same, but I don't know if I really spread joy in today's episode. That was actually horrifying. Like, I need to stop saying that all the other episodes are horrifying because that was actually horrifying. Thank you for watching, everybody. I don't even know what to say at this this point. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please like the episode if you want to. And please comment down below what you thought of today's episode. And the comment of the day goes to Liz. Okay, don't get distracted by beautiful Jin. One cannot help but be distracted by beautiful Jin. Yeah, that's so true. Liz, you're completely right. You can't not be distracted by him. He's the most beautiful boy ever. Look how cute this little baby is. And also, you know what? It really concerns me that Jin has a cleaner butt than a lot of these guys that we're reading about. That is unbelievable. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode, everybody. I'm gonna go lie down. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every other day. Bye!